Hey guys, it's Jeff. Thanks for checking out my video. This one's going to be on the Heritage 92. This is a lever action copy of the Winchester 92 from Heritage Manufacturing Company, formerly known as Rossi. And I'm going to be covering all the details on this guy coming up. Alright guys, I'm back. So thanks for checking out this video. Like I said, this one's on the Heritage 92. This is a company, Heritage Manufacturing is a company that was formerly known as Rossi, a subsidiary of the Taurus brand. And this is their version of the Winchester 92. This is a clone of the Winchester 92. This is their Model 92, right? So, last year at SHOT Show, there were a lot of companies that were doing lever guns. Obviously, the powers in the industry feel like the lever gun is making a resurgence. So in the last year or so, you've been seeing, 2 years, you've been seeing a lot of manufacturers that are coming out with lever guns. I wanted to bring you a video on this one, the Heritage 92, formerly the Rossi, because I think that there's an interest in it, and I wanted to give you my take on what this lever gun is able to offer. So, what do we got here? Well, we've got, like I said, the Winchester Model 92. This is a wood grain furniture lever action in 38-357. It's got blued steel all the way through, tube-fed magazine with a load gate on the right side and an injection port on top. So I'm going to start back to front, as some of our friends in the industry would say. They go tip to butt. Well, I'm going to go butt to tip on this one. So, before I get into that, though, if you like what I'm doing here, you want to help support a small creator, a small YouTuber, please like, subscribe, share, throw questions, comments in the comments section below. Check me on my other social medias, but namely on Rumble. Rumble is a platform that I do dual upload to. I make an effort to make sure all of my content going up on YouTube is up on Rumble. And when YouTube is a pain in the butt, and they're holding my content back because, I don't pass the monetization checks for their platform, my videos are live on Rumble, right? They will allow me to monetize my videos on Rumble. Obviously, there's not a lot of money to be made in video content creation, especially with the gun industry. And YouTube has constantly been attacking gun manufacturers, throwing strikes on channels, shutting channels down, demonetizing channels. So, the few pennies that I can scrape here and there are what really help offset some of the cost. It's like a 10% discount, guys. I mean, it's really not a lot of money. So, with your interactions, checking out the affiliate links and that sort of thing, it really does help. But also liking and subscribing also does a lot to help support platforms like this or small creators like myself. So anyway, that out of the way, I do want to get into the specifications of this guy real quick. 16.5-inch barrel, 33.2-inch overall length. This has a overall height of 7.8 inches with a width of 1.5 inches. The overall weight unloaded is 93.9 ounces. It's got a 1 in 30 twist rate right hand with 6 grooves. The materials on this are an alloy steel frame, polished black, with a alloy steel barrel, and it's a blued steel with wood furniture. So that's kind of the tech specs on this guy. Let me cover a little bit starting from the rear here. So you have the wood with the Heritage label or branding in the rear here in the buttstock. You've got a plastic cap on the end. Going across the side here, you've got a dual tang, right? So there is a top tang and a bottom tang. Obviously a lever action. This has got the big loop. So it has the exposed hammer, right? So when you go to drop the trigger, you can just walk it down. It does have a half cock feature, so a little bit more of a safety there. Some people in the old days, they used to walk around with the safety being the half cocked, and this does have that as well. So if that's a feature you're looking for, it does work. I don't know if you guys saw that very well or not. Let me demonstrate that one more time. Half cock it, and there's your half cock. And then that doesn't allow you to pull the trigger at all, but it also provides a little bit of a safety. So when you do want to use it, you are responsible for throwing the hammer all the way back. It does have a safety on top here, so you'll see, hopefully you can see that, red you're dead. They do recommend that if you are dropping the hammer, that you do put the safety on so that when it drops, it doesn't accidentally slip out of your fingers and engage around and have a negligent discharge. The extraction gate is on the top, so you can see down inside there. There's your magazine for your tube fed or your tube feed. There's the plunger, the green plunger there for the magazine. This is an 8-shot, so you have 7 plus 1, so 7 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. You have your load gate on the side. You can see that there. It is a little stiff out of the box. I will say it hopefully will loosen up over time, but in the few range trips that I did, that did stay pretty stiff. It is difficult to load rounds into a stiff magazine when that load gate is fighting every round going in. Now there are things you can do, but over time, hopefully that will break in. Continuing down the top here, you have a dovetail rear sight and a post front sight. Now you do have elevation adjustments here by lifting that up and pushing that down, and then you can tap that with a brass hammer and adjust for windage. It is a dovetail as well. Continuing forward, you have some wood grain furniture here on the front, again blued all the way down, and a brass bead on your front sight. And there's your barrel, if that's of interest to you. So the 38 357 is a pretty common round. It's been around a long time. Does have a lot of history in the gun manufacturing. It was the round of choice for the longest time for law enforcement. If you have a 38 357, you're looking to add maybe a 38 357 carbine, and this is something you're looking at. Great choice. It is a soft shooting gun with the 38. 357, it does give a little bit of a kick. You do feel that, but the 357 is also pushing a lot more velocity, so you can do a little bit more damage to your target. So if you're using this as a hunting tool, you will find that the 357 is a pretty capable round for a lot of game in North America. As far as aftermarket support, it is a copy of the Winchester 92. So this was with the ejection port being on the top, this was scope era. So, getting scopes and optics and that kind of thing. There are aftermarket options you can look into, but it's not very common. There are some, but they're few and far between, I would say. They do make like Picatinny rails, but you'd have to knock out like that rear sight there. So all in all, great little gun. 38 357 provides a lot of versatility in standardizing on certain cartridges. And if this is something you're looking for, I don't think you can go wrong with the Heritage 92, formerly of Rossi, formerly of Taurus. And so with that, guys, I'll say I think it's a good buy. Prices are vary. I'll throw some links for you to check out if it's something you're interested in. Street market price on this is around $650, and as of right now, as of filming, there is a Heritage 22 that they're throwing in on a rebate, so you can get both guns. You can get this in 38 357 and get a revolver in 22 as well. So anyway, with that, guys, stay safe, stay active, stay vigilant, and stay in the fight, because the fight for your rights never ends. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.